when things got crazy, they needed to break out. They head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push.
Play ball. Welcome to those just tuning in with Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. We're in the first and there's no score. And now here is Kevin Newman. The pitch. And that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. Now strikes. 1-2. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Key Brian Hayes, batting with one down, takes a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. And it's even up. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Got him swinging.
Well, Brooke, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited. It was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Tristan Casas stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Brings it in, and that is that. Pirates lead. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1. And that is out of play. Inside, and the count is 1-2. Packed house here at Dyken Park. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Davis gathers, throws to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
And now, Isaac Paredes. Late on that fastball. Paredes, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Foul ball there.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One down, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that will drop foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it, and that is out number 3. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, David Fry. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Pena fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Whips it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. Here's Dylan Moore. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Moore matched a homer in his last game. That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Ward leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one down the line, and foul ball. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle, it's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting ninth, catcher Henry Davis.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. First pitch misses. Top of the zone for a called strike. Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Back to work. 3-2 now. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Tying run and scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Popped up lead. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back Back here in Houston, bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Pena launched a homer in his most recent game. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. Stepping in, Rob Refsnyder. 2 hits and 5 at-bats yesterday. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Cam Smith now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And the next pitch is way outside. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
That one hit to right. Reynolds trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. And next to hit for Houston, Brooks Lee. And a foul ball. Refsnyder off of first with 2 away. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. So the Astros lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Houston, top half of the 3rd inning, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Kevin Newman. Caminiti back to work. Just missed. Caminiti ready to fire now.
That's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
He goes down looking. Brian Reynolds here. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. Now batting Tristan Casas. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 outs with a runner at third. Swing and a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the air, right field. Reynolds on the run.
No, not an easy play by any stretch. He went a long ways just to get to that fly ball, and all that hard work to get there, you're expected to bring it down. I have to think that the ball was bouncing on him a little bit, and what I mean is when you run a long ways, you can get on your heels some, and that makes the jarring of the ground make the head move and make the ball move. So important running technique is critical, and that's something that's often overlooked. Waste no time there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Now, Isaac Paredes. And that gets down for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside. But he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off left side. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Comes up empty.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Bases loaded, nobody out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's going to be Jeremy Pena. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. He flips it to second in time, and a run scores on the double play.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You got to love that glove toss, Boone. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Two outs. On the ground to the left. Whips it to Casas. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So it's 4 runs for him, 3 hits, an error, and no one left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 5. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the DH, David Fry. And there's a foul ball.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And now O'Neal Cruz.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
That pitch started
No ball,
in
2
and
strikes.
ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
On to first.
He's out.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Two down, bases empty. Taylor Ward, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball
That's
1,
out.
no strikes. Ward, in his 8th season, 33 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-0. Headed towards the corner. Smith on the move towards foul ground. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws to first in time. And the Pirates go 1-2. Back here at Daikin Park, bottom of the 4th. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Brooks Lee up next for the Astros. First time up was a pop out. That one pushed to the left and foul. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Swung on, popped up left side. Hayes under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So next up for Houston, Owen Miller. Swing and he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded, and that's a nice play to end the inning. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Dylan Moore. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now. You know, these Pirates finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Newman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. Now they get the out. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Hayes in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Way inside. And a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch in for a strike, and now 2-2. Chopper right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Johan Oviedo.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And that's a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
On the ground. Tosses across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. Late on that fastball.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He sends one out the opposite way, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Base is empty, one away. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, MLBTS. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Reynolds puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Jeremy Pena. Out to short. Newman to first in time. And that will end the inning. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. Back here in Houston. And now Brian Reynolds. The bit behind that swing. Strike one.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Good eye right there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just off the outside edge. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ref Snyder makes the grab. And there's one away. Tristan Casas, the next Pirate to hit. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. And a strike in there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air to left down the line. Alvarez in position. And there's 2 away. David Fry, the next Pirate to hit. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Houston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Rob Refsnyder. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Yeah, no question. Popped up. Moore makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
Boog, I love how they incorporated Old Union Station in the construction of Dyken Park. It really makes it feel like it's existed here in downtown Houston for a long time.
And first offering is fouled off. Refsnyder leads off first with 1 away. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. And there's a ball. Fly ball center field. Nabs it. 2 down.
Those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Into left center for a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Moore makes the grab. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Yennier Cano taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now here is Taylor Ward. And there's the strike. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Alvarez makes the catch, and there's one away. Dylan Moore, the next to hit.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 strikes.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1 and 2. That one just misses.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And he handles it himself for the out. Davis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the dirt, it's 2 and 2. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Oviedo back to work. Oviedo, the tall righty, 275 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Moore on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. He's already homered in this game. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drops into the glove, 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Diaz. Right side, Moore. Fires over to first. And the Astros put down in order. Back here at Dyken Park, we go to the 8th, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Kevin Newman. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Brian King.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The 1-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Next offering upstairs.
Aye.
Ground ball left side. Paredes fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Started to swing,
outside.
held up. And that one
Ball
is
2.
inside.
Ball 3.
That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1. This to center field. Refsnyder makes his way towards it. Won't bring this one in. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Next to hit, Rob Refsnyder. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. One gone, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base knock right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Johan Oviedo done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitch. First and second, one out. Brooks Lee up next for the Astros. Hit in the air, left field. And there's a hit coming home. Now throws on the brakes, and he's safe getting back.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Moving in the bullpen, Yency Almonte up and loosening in the pen. Wentz also getting ready. In the air out to center. Base hit. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away. Jose Altuve now at the plate. That's to third. Hayes. One at second. And that's two. And we're back. New inning getting started. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, David Fry. Swinging a foul back. And that's out of play. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Pitch misses. 1-1. Across the letters at 99. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one just misses. Now 2-2. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. That clips a corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
One out, bases empty. Struck him out swinging. And the Pirates with only one out left. Taylor Ward, the next Pirate to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. They're down to their final strike.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All four pitches in play right here, partner.
Foul ball still 0-2. Hoffman is just one strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the three-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh, yeah.